Welcome to Libra season. So it looks like I just woke up and it's like 11:30. I've been up for a little while, but very telling of the Libra energy. Like, I don't want to work, kind of a thing. That Venus energy just wants to enjoy things, and work is a little too non-enjoyable, I guess, for lack of a better word. Um, so I did a little Virgo Libra cusp video that I'm going to post, and I would love to do more outside videos, but it's just really hard to find the right time of day to do it in Florida because it like always rains right when I want to do it. So, but hopefully I'll be able to get outside and do some things. I know there's at least 2 parks that have like areas where I could do it and not really be interrupted. But anyways, for Libra season, you guys, this is really our social time. This is, what they say, break out the infinity scarves, the pumpkin spice. It's all the trends. So Libra is a very trendy sign. That's kind of how they get their notoriety when they go places, and because they're wearing things that are engaging, like they're looking engaging, they're making eye contact with people, they are looking for small talk, some interaction, some yes, like little things like that that kind of bridge that gap of unfamiliarity between people. So they they genuinely enjoy connecting with others. Um, and, that's why their sign is represented by a couple. It's like there's always another half, there's got to be another person present. So um, I will say they do not like being alone. Um, Libras that are single, it will be their plan the majority of the time to find a mate, or at least to get back out in the dating. They don't really take long stints in between. They get back on that horse right when they get off. So, um, if that means turning to a past love again and again because that's comforting to them, they may do that. They may have, some big fondness for people out there that have come into their lives, whether they were good or bad for them. But here we see some blooms. So obviously someone showed them something, or they were able to give someone something, because they are very generous. They are very giving. So they'd like to keep doing that. Let's see. So Libra season is really, the weather's getting, a little chillier, so we're able to wear layers. I guess that will speak to the complexity of the Libras. They're very hard to figure out, even though they seem like they would be face value. I wouldn't say that they're deep, as in like a water sense. Like there's, a lot down there once you go searching, but I would say that they are complex. Like they give you some sense that you don't know everything about them, kind of like the Virgo before them. Like they kind of seem like a puzzle, but I don't really know if there's a reward for figuring out this puzzle. I think it's just a means to an end. It's not like serving any purpose. I think it's because their image is so fragmented, because we think of a mirror and, like the reflection. So we're not looking at the true person itself, but how others see them, how the world sees them, and that's why relationships nowadays, I feel like, are almost more for how you look in society as opposed to what you truly need, like if it's not right for you, then don't pursue it just because other people are in them, and so I think that's a big lesson for Libras for sure, that just, if you can't be okay by yourself when you're not in a relationship, like how are you going to be good when you are in a relationship and so much is demanded of you? So it's like, it's not really a solution to things in my eyes. But I don't know. I just maybe they're looking for a void or something, or just some kind of comfort. So Ace of Cups reversed. So Ace of Cups reversed. Our cups are empty, but have we turned them over? Have we used everything? Um, are we not saving anything? Kind of have we um, become skeptical about something? We see a lot of skepticism with Libra. Like, do we really believe that people are saying what they mean or meaning what they say? Um, Here it's fertility, so maybe this isn't really a great time to try to start a family in that sense. But this is like, your cups are overflowing. When it's right side up, when it's reversed, you're emptying them. You're depleting their stores. Maybe you're wasting the love in your life, or you're just not giving it attention. But the ace is really about bringing something new into the picture. So we're not really looking for new things when we see this card. We're looking to the past. We're looking at the old things. So we just want that again, but it doesn't really seem like it's going to work, because you try to put water into a cup that's upside down. Gravity doesn't work that way, so it's not going to be full. You're not going to be fulfilled. You're not going to feel rich if you pursue someone from your past right now. Friendship may make you feel rich. We love to party. Libras are the party animals. Oh my gosh, we got this with Taurus too, with the Venus energy. We love drinking, having fun, eating all the food. It's just friendship. So Libra could be a great time for that. And maybe there are new friends coming your way. Maybe you're building some things. You're building a foundation with some new friends. So you're looking to go places with a few people. And you're just going to notice some ease when it comes to that stuff. So lots of cup energy. This is going to be a really emotional time for you guys. But it doesn't necessarily seem like it's going to strip you down. It's not going to wear you down. It's just going to be maybe just, oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. All right. So, what is the Tower saying here? I really hope we're not going to be breaking up around our birthdays, but we do see a couple falling, and maybe this is speaking more to overindulgence, overexcess, and it's leading us down an interesting road. It just doesn't look that scary leading into the Tower, but this maybe this attention to this past love is going to bring about some sort of end or some sort of change to your current position. And here we see the Queen of Wands reversed. So we are really feeling aggressive. We're feeling domineering. We are not nurturing like we usually like to be when we're reversed. When we're reversed, we're a little more selfish. We're a little more aggressive. The pursuit has to be in our best interests, and we kind of we're looking for something specific, and we're not really hearing what's going on here. Just like you weren't open to receiving that Ace of Cups that Queen of Wands energy, when she's reversed, watch out. Because she's got a lot of power. Okay, so Queen of Wands, work, complacency. So we do not want to keep working on what we have right now or what we're trying to save from the Tower, especially if it's art, because she's reversed, so we're not feeling very creative. If someone's forcing us to be creative, we're really not happy about that. But this is, that 7 is your guys' number. It's the 7th sign. 7 is kind of like the love number almost, like lucky 7. But here we're not happy with what we have. We are thinking about, well, it doesn't look like we really have hope for something different. There's not a path behind us. There's a bunch of gray and maybe even a mountain. So this really feels like, if it's work we're talking about, that there's not a way out currently. That you'd rather mope about it than start to search for something else. But work isn't happy. You're not really appreciating what you have or what you've earned to this point because you're so past focused, and you just want to have fun all the time. And so I think there's a sense of irresponsibility in this reading so far, and maybe that's going to lead to the collapse of the Tower. Libras. Okay. And we get this a lot in Virgo season, but it looks like it's going to continue for you guys. This is the burden card, so we are taking on more than we can chew. We're really overwhelming ourselves, and we're already not happy about the work we have, and now we're even bringing it home to some degree. So it's not working for you guys. There's too much. There's too much we need to filter through. There's too much that's keeping you from seeing things, seeing possibility. Stop saying yes to everybody. Yeah. So much responsibility. We do not like responsibility. Obviously, we got the 3 of Cups because we would much rather partay the night away. So, okay. I'm especially going to take this one. So, this is the agreement. So the burden is the partnership, whether it's love that you've committed to or a trade or a union between another person. It's overbearing. It's more than you can handle. Maybe what you at first promised doesn't seem like it's worth your time anymore. It's not working. It's just too much, and it's causing you emotion. I mean, there's like 4 cups on the table already. So, what has been promised? What's been offered? There's a house in the background, so typically that would mean a mate. And then there's a house in the background of the 10 of Wands, so you're bringing all this stress home, or maybe home is a stress for you guys. It's who's at home when you get home. Are you really in love? So you don't feel very abundant. You'd rather go do stuff with your friends instead of being with this person. Okay. So, interesting transition here. I'm going to have to draw another card for explanation for this one. So for those Libras out there that are looking for new love, I'd say yes, go for it. I'd say get away from this past love. This one that you've had circling for a long time, or a relationship that you've been in for a long time, you're definitely going to start considering other options come October. And a new union, or someone new that's going to come about could really look like they have all the things, look really good at first glance. Maybe this person, just won something, won an award, got some recognition, is just a lot of victory, adulation, just seems to have it all going for them. That's what's going to present itself. So you may be having some sexy time, but this person that seems like they have it all doesn't want to share. And that's really going to strike a chord with you guys, because you love to give back. You love to share. So we've got someone that's seemingly, it's going to look as its best benefit for both parties. And you're going to feel really good when you do make that agreement, or when you do start seeing this person. But it's not going to last. You're quickly going to see how selfish they are, and then that they're not really going to be sharing what they at first promised. I don't like that card. Maybe they'll seem like they're involved in the community, or they're very political, or some kind of organization, but they're not giving back any of the money. I see this a lot of times. I will say this with Pisces, or I will say more with church folk. So they're the ones that, because I work in retail, and so I constantly, like when we're doing fundraising and stuff, I'll ask people to donate, and I don't know what it is, but I always notice that if they're like working for a church or something, they're always quick to say no. And I'm just like, you would think the opposite. Like people that so readily, you know what I mean, like give their time and all that, like would be more open, or at least be polite about denying it, and they often aren't. So that's kind of like what's presenting itself here. It's almost like maybe they work for an organization or something that is charitable, but they themselves are not. Maybe they take from things. Okay, so here we go. Queen of Cups, reversed. So, motherhood. Both cards are fertility. So if we're really talking about raising a family here, it is not the time. It's not the time. If that's what you're trying to do to save this situation that you're in, it ain't gonna work. Sorry. Ain't gonna work. No, we do not like reversals. So, it's really gonna hurt. Whatever it is that you're working on, you're gonna feel very defeated, and yeah, like those cuts go deep. They go deep, really deep. They're really fucking hard to pull out, and maybe we don't want to pull them out. Maybe that's, when it's reversed, maybe we like some sort of some pain or some self sabotage. Maybe we don't feel like we deserve, this. What I see a lot of times with Libras, I think I've talked about it before, is that they go for the easy thing. They go for something that's not really challenging, almost. Which, me being a fire sign, I really hate, because I would, much rather put myself through something hard that's really has a reward to offer, or really will feel very rewarding, as opposed to just doing, when we're talking about love, I mean, we go for the obvious thing that's like right in front of us, but the obvious thing usually isn't the thing that's right for us. Not usually, not to say that it never is, but I just find that Libra does that again and again, and it's so annoying to me. But maybe I just think that they can't deal with being alone. They can't deal with going home by themselves. They can't deal with who they are when they look in the mirror sometimes, and so it's like another distraction almost. It's something to keep them sane to a degree, but are we really taking care of the problem, or are we just putting a band-aid on this? You know what I mean? So, I mean, I don't think that Libra season is going to be terrible for you guys, but I just don't see, like, there's definitely going to be some celebration. So, birthday, we're going to have fun. We're going to do some drinking. We're going to have some friend time. But something's coming to an end. That tower energy is going to push you back down, because you weren't open to receiving this Ace of Cups energy, because you weren't ready for this. So the universe says, okay, well, you were given an opportunity, but you didn't take it. You weren't ready for it. You decided to party instead, to keep doing this thing again and again. Are you really working on yourself at this point, or are you just kind of being stupid? And so the tower's like, zap, we didn't learn our lesson. So Queen of Wands reversed. So now it's going to make you guys pissed. You're going to get really pissed off about that happening. And you are going to be really unhappy at work. You're maybe going to not show up to work. You're just not going to be giving it your normal self or your all. Like, and then I guess at the same time, you're still taking on too much. Even though you're not giving it your all, it's still too much for you guys. So it's going to, it's almost like this burden card leads you into this mutual agreement. Like, you need somebody to share the load with you, but obviously that's going to last for like 5 seconds before this person shows their true colors. And you're going to be really upset about it. So, but that just kind of seems like you're just looking for like a quick, like, ooh, take it away kind of thing. And so that's not tower energy. Tower energy is full on rebuilding. It is not a quick solution. Yeah. So you guys really, you really have to think about what it is you want and how hard are you willing to work to get there. You know, just think of like how good that could look or feel once you get there, and just kind of use some way of like motivation or something that can kind of keep you guys encouraged and on the right track. Um, we don't want to take the shortcut. We really don't want to help others when we're not in a position to help ourselves. So don't overstep yourself. And yeah, I just, I mean, if you have a new suitor, like just don't give it all away at first glance. Just play it by ear. Just don't fully jump or commit into something just because at first glance or first meeting you guys have some chemistry. Um, yeah, really try to analyze what potential is there. So a lot of 3 energy, a lot of 6 energy, 2 queens, both reverse. So we're not feeling very powerful right now. Whatever you nurture um, isn't helpful. So with the cups, it's the past, and with the wands, it's the fire within. It's the creativity. It's the ego. So those things really aren't going to serve you right now because you're not seeing possibility with it. I've talked about this before with Libra, but I'm like, you guys just do not see possibilities sometimes, and it's really upsetting to see from an air sign for sure, because you'd think of all the signs that all the airs would, but you guys tell yourself something at night, something I don't know because I don't understand Libra energy. Um, I guess I do to a degree, but I couldn't ever see myself doing some of the things that you guys do. So um, yeah, but just really look at things and see what you have to offer. Like I said, this season isn't going to kill you guys necessarily, but um, it's not going to be as fun as you'd like it to be. It's going to be a little more serious. There's going to be some issues you're going to have to work out and some things that need to be addressed in order for things to get better. So we don't want to keep sweeping things under the rug. We don't want to keep just putting on a show for everybody just because we want to keep having fun again and again. Um, it's just one of the things that I've told someone in my life that has Libra energy is it's way better to wear your heart on your sleeve sometimes, because then you know what other people are telling you, and what they're reciprocating for you is genuine because you were genuine. So you don't have that doubt anymore, like, oh, I don't know where people stand for me or whatever. It's because you can't lie all the time. You can't put on a brave face all the time, okay? Like there's going to be an opportunity where someone calls you to be true and to put that truth out there. And if you continually again and again don't open up, and what can you expect from people? You can't expect like everyone to have your back and all the time if you can't be real with them. So just try it, see what happens. It's really not that scary, okay?